The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen.
What? Excuse
Or is
me?
the stress finally catching up with me?
Yeah, I think it is. If you think the sunlight is pregnant, then we got problems.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Okay. G'day, g'day, and welcome to Serena. What am I looking for? Can I move around as it was? No, I'm stuck in a chair. Ah, the keyboard actually does stuff. But I think I'm gonna use that. Blurred out face. Alright.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
Do you have a blind spot? Do you need surgery on your eyes to get the cataract out? I've got a blind spot.
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers.
Okay. This was taken on a crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. Thanks.
It was truly like an enchanted time, like, my love. We don't have a lot of photos
say a
of
lot of
ourselves.
things about
The guy
it.
who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
I remember film cameras. Used to have a disposable camera when holidaying when I was younger.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more
Oh.
bland. We were so different on some points.
Spice, you say? What about...
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
blood pressure? Do you have a problem there?
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
You got a bit of popping going on there in your voice. You might want to step back from the microphone a little bit. Gonna say anything else? I think I skipped through most of it.
My love,
I clicked on you, though.
we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Is it now? But it's blurred. Is that your vision? Or is that just how it is?
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual
Yeah,
film,
you said
my
that.
love.
Yep. I don't think there's much else to say about that. Now, how do I get up? Is there a button I need to use? Okay. I need to get used to these controls. I would much rather use the keys on the keyboard.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
It's a rather small cabin you got here. It's got 2 rooms by the looks of things. Rather run down as well. What's that picture? Is that a ghost? Not gonna say anything about it? Am I stuck? What's this chair?
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Yes.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about?
I don't
Damn
know.
this fallible memory of mine.
Maybe it's dementia.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Anything else to say about
I
that?
can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Okay, well, just not getting any further than that. That's far enough. Just calm down there. Anything else?
Of course, we made love here, too.
Okay, didn't know that.
There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Didn't need to know that. You could have kept that to yourself. Well, technically you are keeping it to yourself. You're thinking this. You're not actually speaking out loud, are you? Because it sort of sounds like you're talking in your head. Okay, you can say anything else?
The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course.
Bookcase now.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
I like books that look like that. The old style of books. I don't really like the way new books look. Well, it depends.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Vanilla? Are we on the same page here? Pun intended.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights.
Okay, what's my purpose here? Am I doing
Most
anything?
of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Which one? Which one?
A lot of rarities and special editions here.
I'll take your word for it.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No,
No.
of course not.
Not the Necronomicon. Anything but that. McGrath. There's a cricket Australian batter called that. I think it was batter. Was he? Batter wicketkeeper? I can't remember.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Thank you. Up here,
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I?
you're saying the same things.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
We got nothing else to look at. Can I... Sorry for the quick thing there. Okay. Let's try to get over here. The curtains. You're stepping rather loudly.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
I can't really see anything myself. Can we open it?
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
You need to clean it.
There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway.
Come
All
on.
the stuff I care about is inside. Well,
Open.
except for Serena.
You could still open it. Am I meant to be finding something here? There's a thingy. What's this say? It's a thing. Come, love, with the peace in your heart, said Neum of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow white mare. Come, oizen, to my gardens fair.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Okay, I'm trying to read here. In the land of youth, fly your art. Owls? Looks like a funny shaped S as well. Ours shall be the cycle of days.
Somewhere in here, in our private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
Trying to read. Ours, sun and sky and rainbow ways.
Come, love, with peace in your
Oh.
heart, said
I was meant
Niamh
to
of
click
the
it.
ice blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Yes, blue eyes. Did she have blue eyes? I've got blue eyes.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnano,
Oisin.
a Celtic otherworld known as the
Celtic.
Land of Youth and Promise.
Okay.
Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones,
Niamh.
fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Okay.
I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life.
I've got really nothing to say about that.
My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country.
I don't know where that is.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry.
You said that. Let's move on.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit... Something draws me to this trunk. Is
Don't
it
get
the
near it.
memories locked within? Or
Do we have-
something else?
Do we have to find a key? Is that what we're looking for? Because I don't have a key here. Maybe someone else knows where the key is?
We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but
It's a chest.
I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Do it. Just do it.
We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Yeah, you can't get to it and actually shoot each other.
We found this trunk at a flea market.
Yep, you said that.
We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
What else can I look at? There's stuff over here. Alright, some audio cutting. Nothing. Can't read that. True friends stand by each other through any adversity. Can I look at the umbrellas? Can I wax on with it?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Do it. Leave.
I better stay in case Serena comes back.
No, you don't want to stay.
There's always a chance she might return.
Nah,
There's nothing for me out there.
fine.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Bare hands? I don't know where I was going with that.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
There might be something under it.
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
Okay.
No trap door under there. Just more creaky floor.
But there could be something under there.
I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door. I always...
The rug's all crooked. The rug's all crooked again.
All
Can
right,
you
all
help me
right.
straighten it out?
Oh, these allergies. Always got to resist the temptation to sneeze. Alright, covered. Clunk, clunk. Yes? Why have I stopped here? Alright. Nothing. Hello? Anything there? Just clothes.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs.
Floors
She
are covered.
uses most of it.
Okay.
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect.
You might have a rose-tinted glasses view of things.
I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
Did you kill her? Is that what's going on here?
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Are you depressed?
I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now.
What's in that clock?
Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger mess of the clothes in here. Maybe later. There's nothing of
Alright.
interest inside the She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, the usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
It's a Bible.
She is fairly religious. Not
I
me.
can see.
I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't
What's
remember
your
that
language?
ever being an issue between us.
I said, what's your language?
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods.
She was eaten by a bear?
Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world.
Well, vegans like them.
We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin.
But I
Like
want to
my
look at.
books.
I
A
want to
plant
look at.
is a plant.
Alright.
She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it.
Easy
I
there.
guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. I have no need for the words in there. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
Crunch.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it.
Maybe the power is all funny there.
2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out. Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest and fall asleep.
Sounds lovely.
The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one. Because of a wiring problem or whatever, this one always starts smelling sharply of metal after being on for a while. Considering what a strong odor of metal this one gives off when in use, I guess we were lucky never to have an accident.
Very lucky. Should consider yourself lucky that your luck didn't run out.
The only reason this lampshade gathered less
Alright,
dust
alright.
than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
Okay.
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Enough about sex.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury. But without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
Are you sure? There might be.
I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. There are no monsters under the bed.
Alright.
I guess they're all in my head.
No, not there. It's a comb.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering.
Go on. Remember further. You can do it.
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Let me check. Nah, I've still got a pulse. Oh, wait, you. Never mind. You are hearing things, though. I imagine this is all in your head.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket. new enough to still have all its teeth.
Nah.
Hmm.
Alright.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving.
The mirror.
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy.
I was actually looking for a mirror today. I found one. I'll be using it in a skit soon.
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
It's not a magnifying glass. It's a mirror.
After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
I can't stand perfume. Got asthma and all that, and allergies. It really sets them off.
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
Oh, don't say that about yourself. You look fine. I can't see you myself, but I'm just assuming.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it
All right.
permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Open it up. Is that...
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Don't worry, I've got plenty of medication myself.
I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Well, high blood pressure won't do you good in the short term.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Actually, it looks like fungi. Or some sort of coral.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Ah, I can tell. You've said that already.
I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though.
Are they headache tablets? Sometimes certain medications can do other things to other conditions as well.
Beta blockers.
Alright,
I
you
have high
said
blood
that.
pressure.
Open this drawer. Keys!
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Yes.
If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Don't lose your outhouse key. You do not want to not be able to go to the loo.
We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
A prowler? Is that an animal? I'm not familiar with your species.
I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one.
Yeah, you probably should. But they're nice looking old keys. I've got my own old key from 2004. It's a big bugger. It's about... how many inches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... about 5 to 6 inches, I think, long. It's a bit heavy.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse. Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite
Excuse me?
perfume.
Excuse me? Oh, what now? Oh, there's more drawers.
I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
He's a rather sweet guy.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice?
I'll take your word for it.
We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Okay, I have no comment.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good. And bad.
Did you kill her? Did she run away? What happened?
Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant and aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens.
Alright, you're a bit out there.
We were happy for a long time. At
You
least
said that.
I think we were.
I think.
But as time passed, we fought about
Alright.
every little thing, even this.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily.
Go ahead.
The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Okay.
And then you toppled
Oh,
us on
no.
the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Gonna say anything about that?
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I
All
think
right.
that's the moment I fell in love with her. When she told me the soothing sound of her name.
So as soon as you said her name, it's like a spell, isn't it? Is she a witch? It's a watch. Can't do anything with it though. Am I meant to do something? What is it?
So glad to meet you.
What?
My name is Serena.
Where'd that come from? Was that the watch saying it? Just close. Have I missed something?
Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistas.
Probably a good thing you're not.
We were never that big on appearance. Serena has this mystical aura about her, even when she's wearing one of my mom's charming knitted sweaters.
That's a solid way of saying it sucks.
I do remember that on the night I first met her, she wore this beautiful purple dress, like she'd flown straight down from the night sky. I wonder what became of that dress.
Probably burnt it. On a bonfire.
This dresser
Cast the demons
contains
away.
most of her things.
I guess it does.
There's mostly beauty products and personal items in it. Just girly stuff of no interest to me. My kind of thing is the bookcase near the table.
Haven't we already looked at that?
This dresser contains most of her things.
Yeah. No, I want to see the mirror, but I guess we can't.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
I'd like to see outside too.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
Oh, it's a clock.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
Speaking of us, Where is she?
There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
What crack? I don't see it. Are you making stuff up?
The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen.
What? Excuse
Or is
me?
stress finally catching up with me?
Yeah, I think it is. If you think the sunlight is pregnant, then we got problems. I do not know what to make of it. Anything more?
The sunlight is so bright here.
Alright.
In other circumstances, this would have been... We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand. But they're not here now.
Well, I guess they're not. I can see that.
There's a thick layer of dust and an almost invisible outline where we kept the water pitcher. Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale.
Ah, so they were cheap.
The sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on. All these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light.
Okay.
A lamp is a lamp, but to a writer, every mundane item triggers connections, and that leads to more.
So it does.
It seemed like neither of us could bother to properly wipe the lampshades.
Well, it doesn't seem like you can now.
All these metaphors and similes in my head. It hasn't been long enough for so much dust to accumulate. Has it?
I know. I've got dust building up all over my room as well. In my house too. Doesn't take long. It just builds up so quick. Just need to get a leaf blower. Vroom.
For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why.
I'm not going to ask yourself why right now either.
We weren't good at housekeeping, always focusing on other aspects of our life together. But the dust does stand out a lot more when Serena's suddenly not here.
Serena seems to be a big part of your current condition. Care to explain your problems in detail?
I'll dust it off some other time.
Okay, you'll dust it off then.
For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why.
I can grab it. Uh-huh.
She was special. Contradictory.
Is that her?
She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Oh? I'm not going to ask. Just keep it to yourself.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I'm uncomfortable.
I read it for the articles, of course.
Of course you do.
Like that one by the guy.
Oh, yes.
That one about the thing.
Sure. Sure thing.
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
Uh-huh. You needed that bit of stimulation, I guess.
Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins?
What dolphins? I haven't even read any of the words. Dolphins? 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 What dolphins? Oh, terrified of dolphins. There's only just one line. Or one sentence. Lesbian goats? Can we look at that closer?
I needed some incentive to go check
Alright,
the
you're not gonna
mailbox
do
from
it.
time to
Lesbian
time.
goats, myth or reality?
Some way through the woods.
I guess lesbian goats could exist. Let's move on. Is there anything else? Nope. Now,
I feel too restless to sleep right now.
the
The
clock.
clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
I like those sort of clocks. I like the grandfather style clocks. But it's not a grandfather clock, I can tell that. It's like the ones that got the thingy. What you call it? Those things. The pendulum.
The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
It's a security feature.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
We've got a clock that does that. It seems to be in its own time zone. It just goes wacko. Actually, we've had several clocks there. Different clocks do the same thing. So it's just that's one spot in the house that does it. And we don't know why. It does it for every clock that's been there.
Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
Well, by your clock, it is about 6. No, that's no, yeah, that 6:15. I can read. By my clock, it's almost 3 o'clock. So you get to have an idea of the time I'm recording this.
No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered.
You hear that clock? Can't trust you. Keeping our eyes on you. Make sure you can stab us in the back.
The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
Alright, you said that. Am I missing something? Dreamcatcher. Do you feel like going to bed yet? But you got keys there. I want to use the keys.
My heart is racing. I can't help but feel there's something I have to do.
Yeah, I know. But what?
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me.
What is
Both
it?
a blessing
What
and
am
a
I
curse, I
missing?
suppose.
Am I missing something?
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
Okay. Yeah, we got a... Do we have a chair that does that? I think we have a chair that does it. No, that's the blender.
This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles.
Watch out, they could kill you.
Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago.
How long has it been since you've been alone?
For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
Alright, brood away.
One of a matching pair, obviously.
Yeah, there's only 2 of you. Well, was.
There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there.
That's probably why it wobbles.
For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman.
You said that.
Sort of
What
brooding.
have I not looked at? Chest. Open.
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
No. Open.
We hated guns, so we never had any,
You're
even
not
out
opening.
here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked.
Webs, webs. What's up in the ceiling? Am I missing something? What am I looking for?
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
I don't know either. You're not giving me information.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Looks like it's one piece.
The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, I could tell plenty
All
of
right.
stories about this table.
Can I
To be
go
honest,
now?
I'm surprised it's still in one piece. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many things I promised I would fix.
Still can't get anything out of there.
I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave just yet.
There's something I'm missing, isn't there?
There's nothing for me out there.
Oh, what is it? Is it in the bookcase still?
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking.
I don't remember being able to click this before.
Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
Okay,
You
yes.
silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
Ah, so you're in America?
It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth. I think it dates from the colonial
All right.
era. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Culinary.
The stove looks like something from World War I. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly.
Feeling peckish, dear?
The stove looks like something from World War I.
Righto. Vanishing Town.
A lot of rarities and
All right,
special
you're not gonna
editions.
tell me
I didn't
anything.
lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not.
Anything I'm
The
missing?
dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come.
Alright, what am I missing? Can I grab around here? Am I missing something? What is it I need to find? Can I
This
leave?
door has been creaking. I have this gut feeling that I shouldn't leave. No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
I don't know what I'm missing.
I always resisted the temptation. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess I feel too restless to sleep right now.
I think I've searched the entire cabin. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Is there something missing? Hello? Nothing.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
Did I miss it? Surely there's something in here.
I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right.
Good night, love.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty? Dust everywhere. The amount of dust on it might make me hack up a lung. It's full of little scratches and gouges. Dust the amount of dust on it might make me hack up a lung.
There's nothing in here.
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me.
Can I look at this? This is
Both
the
a
only
blessing
thing I
and a
haven't looked
curse,
at.
I suppose.
No, I'm not getting it. I've looked at everything. I'm sure of it. I can't move. Is there a floorboard here somewhere that I have to look at? Let's look at the picture again. Nothing under the table?
Where is she?
I want to know that. How long does this go for? Oh, I can see her face now.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
That what she looks
The guy
like?
who snapped this? My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so
The
this
guy
one
who's-
is... The guy who snapped this? My love.
That's funny. Okay, what's happening? There's music. What?
Why? I might just as well stay here. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway.
Why is the music playing?
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she
You're
took the
saying
one by the
different
armoire.
things.
Some of her scent still lingers. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love?
Does this say something different?
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
Is it... What am I doing? It's not very clear right now.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much.
Okay, what was that?
We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar.
I thought the chest was unlocked then.
Were there times I could have complimented the way she dressed? Told her how beautiful she was to me? Instead of assuming she already knew?
I guess you could.
Never bought her any clothes, have I? I just always assumed that since she'd never mentioned it, she might be a light dresser too.
Am I meant to just look at all this stuff again?
Hey, hand me the water glass, will you? No, wait. Let me just reach over.
No point in wiping this dust. What would it help? A radiant cover image on this one. Hardly much consolation. These girls look quite adventurous.
Alright, that's not giving me anything.
Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages.
Are you about to fall asleep? Am I meant to go back to the photo?
All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday?
You gonna say anything new?
Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe? Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time.
Alright, what happened? You haven't changed.
That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared?
What's happening?
That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now!
Well, don't do that.
It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway.
Let's look at the picture again. It's changed.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember.
Can we open this? It's open.
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. I'm too upset to even think straight. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? I hate her so much.
The cupboard. What's in there?
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's just a book. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? How could I have been so blind? Her vanity, always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it.
What about this?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like you, and then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air.
Yeah, we already read that. Still can't do anything.
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
Watch out, you might wreck yourself.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening.
What can't be happening?
No. I can still see, even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. I couldn't care less about the damn thing now. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites.
Do I look at the picture again?
A part of me still thinks you'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
You just did. Nothing here. What am I looking for?
Sit down, we need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I'm too upset to even think straight. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. I hate her so much. All of these... I couldn't care less. It's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night.
What night?
Why torture myself trying? I'm too upset to even think straight. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I hate her so much. All of these... It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No,
Shadows?
just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me.
I can't really see anything out there.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. unchangeable man, insolent wretch. Ha ha, sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I hate her so much.
Is there anything different right now, or are we...
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. Why torture myself trying to remember? Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times.
Right, where am I going with all this?
Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Uh-huh. Ah.
I hate her so much. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true.
What can't be true? Tell me. I'm here, waiting for the answers.
No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare.
Let's go to sleep.
All of these... I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
What's the picture like? Same thing? Can we go to bed? Or can we open this?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so... I'm too upset to even think straight.
Back to the door then. I thought I was getting somewhere.
I hate her so much.
Is there something I'm missing? I've looked at everything.
I told her the rug was fine work. Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. All those words, those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Right, I won't press you any further.
I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. I'm too upset to even think straight. She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me. That's how the bedroom window got that crack.
Here's your stupid omelet.
Heavy damn thing. Cast iron. I hate her so much. All of this... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
What else is there left for me to look at?
I hate her so much.
Did the note change?
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
I can't say anything out there, so no worries from me, mate.
There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her. All of these...
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
When did the place get so out of hand? I hate dust, and so did she, but here's a whole freaking cake of it!
Cake.
If I kicked the nightstand, the dust would billow up and swallow me like a desert storm! I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
You won't care about that either.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I don't know, how about we get somewhere with this?
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. I'm too upset to even think straight. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. I hate her so much. All of why torture myself trying to remember?
I don't know, how about you give us something? Can we look at the watch yet?
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. And then you toppled us on the snow.
Yeah, it doesn't change. Does your medicine...
Too upset to even think straight.
No, nothing happening with that.
I hate her so much.
I'm running out of things.
All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Is there anything else?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so... All of I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Alright, is that how we're gonna do it? There's nothing else I can look at.
I hate her so much. All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Is these the shadows?
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I don't know, how about you give me some help here?
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Is this it? Is this the end? Well, I didn't do that.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, They're all I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Right. I want to know how to get out of here. But you're being a little shit right now. Can I look at her crap again?
It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
Okay, do something.
We don't have any more light bulbs. I'm sick of this thing anyway. We're chipping away at what little money we have because of a piece of junk.
I hate her so much.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage? I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp?
I don't know, because you are.
All of these pathetics. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Something. Just give me something.
I hate her so much.
Exit the house.
All of this.
Come on.
I couldn't. What?
I'm gonna keep doing it.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
There's nothing here.
I couldn't care less about this. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to. I hate her. All of these. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Well, I guess that's where it ends. If you're not going to give me anything, I can't progress any further, and this just gets stuck here.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Damn, I thought that'd work.
I hate her so much.
Have I not looked at something? I've looked at all of it. He just doesn't do anything anymore.
All of these. I couldn't. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even. I hate her so much. All of this. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Are you stuck on an infinite
I
loop?
hate her so much. All of this. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Alright, what's happening now? Can I at least get out of here?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Can I grab one of these?
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
There's nothing left. They said that this would only take about half an hour.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I don't know, you're not gonna do anything now, are you? This is it. Well, I think that's it. I can't get any further. That's where I'll leave it. If you enjoyed it, sure leave a like. If you enjoy what I do, why not subscribe? But that, oh yeah, hit the bell to keep up to date with my latest videos. I don't know if this has an ending, I can't find it. I'm not going to wait another 40 minutes to show. This video's gone long enough. With that said, thanks for watching, have a fantastic day, and sure to tune in next time. Cheerio!